Good evening, parents and students. I want to walk you through the process for doing a grade check with your student. Hopefully, you can see on your screen the KCTCS that we're logged in here. So I know that everyone knows how to get to this point. So, parents, when you get to this point with your student, understand this needs to be something you do with your child. I'm going to show you how we quickly do a grade check. Now, when you do the grade check, there are two things that I want to show you. This is the paper that we are using. Again, I hope this popped up on your screen here. I'm trying to do beg my ignorance just a little bit, but pardon my ignorance rather. But how this works. This is the paper you're going to use, and so the grade check, you and your student will fill this out. The courses they are taking, all the courses. It doesn't matter whether it's a first 8 weeks, a 16-week course, or a second 8 weeks. You're going to put them all here, and you'll indicate which 8 weeks or full semester the class is, and then you'll indicate the current grade for that course in the middle column. So how will we figure out what the current grade is? Well, the current grade, we're going to go to Blackboard. As you get into Blackboard, we're going to go to Courses. Now, a very easy thing to do as you look, you might see current courses, and some of your students, especially our seniors, are going to say, well, I already took that course. That was last semester. So if you click the arrow here, it will actually take you to fall 2023. And when you see that, then that hopefully will show you the courses that you're looking for here. I'm sorry, this is the fall 2023. Pardon me. So you'll look here. Once you get this, then you're going to see all the courses that are active for your student. As you can see on this particular student, for the example, we have two courses that are listed as private. Well, they're listed as private because those courses are not in session at this moment. So these other four courses are in session. And so we're going to go course by course to then do a grade check for each course. So the first one we're going to click on is this Bio 112. When we get into this course, you're going to see everything that your student sees very easily. Just go to Gradebook. And when you go to Gradebook, you're going to be able to see all the things your student has done. You're going to see the current grade over here, and they do color code. So this color green is an A, so that is good to indicate. But also a really good thing to do is to look at due dates and just kind of go down and scroll through, because you might start to see if there's a due date that has already passed and something is missing, then that's probably some concern that you should have. So definitely look for something like that to give a note to yourself, have that discussion with your student about the grade. And that's how easy we just did one class. It's that simple. Let's go to the next one. So here's our English 102 class. Again, we're going to go scroll over to Gradebook. These are all set up the exact same way. So over here you see the current grade. Now here's an example where you might see a course or a grade for something. For this is due on 8/17. It says it's not graded. Well, again, talk to your student about that. As what do they know regarding that? This is an English class, so understandably papers and those types of things do take a little bit more time to get graded. But you're going to kind of start to see in here, there are a couple of assignments where due dates have passed and things are not graded yet. So it's important to talk to your student, like, did you submit that? Is it just not graded? When you see things over here like draft saves and submitted, those are two different things. So just talk to your child about where they stand. But ultimately, we are looking for that current grade, and it is, as you can see, the exclamation point calculation based off of the ones that are graded. Okay, so things that are not graded, those are not calculated against them. All right, I go over here to the next course. Um, this course here, we go to the grade book for it. Again, you're going to then start to see things that are graded, um, things that are already due or not due. Here's a couple things that aren't due just yet, but however, they're already graded and so forth. So that's, again, going to get you an idea. This one does not have a current grade. Okay, just a little bit different function for this class. But as you can look through, you can quickly add up and say, oh, this student is functioning again at an A to potentially a low A to a very high B. Definitely in good shape. No cause for concern here on that grade. And then we'll move down here. Again, this is private, so we're not touching it. This is private, we're not touching it. And then we go to this last course over here that's listed. Again, go to Gradebook. Again, see the current grade. We can see the things that are graded. Over here, it's nice because you see feedback. This is where you can click on these types of things, and you and your child can look at, well, what was the feedback on it? You have to click it again once you get into this screen, and then we see feedback listed here from the teacher. So that's always nice to see, so that as you're having those conversations with your student about how they're doing, it's very easy to then talk about those types of things. So again, let me bring this piece back over. Um, as you can see, here is that letter. You would just list in here, write in the course that they're taking, put in those grades. For the student, we see a lot of A's, maybe A/B if you wanted to do that. And then you're going to indicate the semester, or for 8 weeks or full semester. Now, your student knows this. Again, so just ask them if that is an 8 weeks class or full semester course, and just put an X in there. We want you to go ahead and list those 2 courses that were private. Those are second 8 week courses, and you'll indicate those, no grade, and put a second 8 weeks course indicator in there. It's just good for us to be able to see, to make sure that the kid is seeing all the classes on their Blackboard that they think they're supposed to be taking this semester. If you have any questions or concerns regarding this grade check, please reach back out to us. The grade check will conduct next week. That will start September 11th, and we are asking for students to turn those in by the 15th. Students, those that turn in their grade check forms by Wednesday the 13th, you will receive a ticket that goes into our drawing. You know that those tickets that we are collecting. So if you turn your paper in by the 13th, you will get a ticket for that early grade check. As well, students that have all A's or B's on their grade check turned in, regardless of when those are turned in, at least by Friday, obviously, you will get an additional ticket for the good grades. So potential for 2 bonus tickets to go for our drawings. Again, that is both for juniors and seniors to get those completed. And parents, please make sure at the very end that you are signing this document. Students sign it as well. It is important for us just to help with this process. But we have changed this process. This is what we changed to last year. And it is very useful, I think, for our parents and our students to be able to have these conversations. If, when you're looking in Blackboard, one last thing that I want to point out, if you're looking in Blackboard and you don't see what you're looking for, sometimes there are professors who do not use Blackboard for grades. So that might mean that your student has to keep track of that on their syllabus. So even looking at that with your student, looking at things that have been given back. Sometimes for math classes, we did not see that in this example. You might be looking at My Open Math. That is another location the students will have to open up besides Blackboard, or maybe even a location like Mastering Chemistry. Again, every class should have some grades. We are halfway, in a sense, through this first 8 weeks. So everything should have some type of grade in there. So do not allow a class or a student to say, I have no grades. They should have something in process. Again, thank you, parents. And if you have any questions, you know you can always reach me on Remind, or you can even call school. Thank you. Have a great day.